Greetings, everyone. Happy Sunday and Happy New Year, my beautiful people. I'm going to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location and where you are tuning in this amazing Sunday. This is a happy new year, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Happy new year because it's new energy. We're resetting we're hitting that reset button. We're gonna come back with different energy, positivity. We're gonna realign our energy and our actions, our movement, our habits so that it can align with our purpose. So today I have an amazing co-host joining me today about our global conversation about why us immigrants are choosing to start an online business and what got us to this journey. Okay. So without further ado, I'm going to pass it to Sister Mayette because I want her to give an introduction about herself so that people can know who she is a little bit before we get into our topic. Okay. Sister May, I'm going to pass it to you.
Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. And thank you, Crystal, for having me here today. So I'm Mayette. I'm from Colorado, USA, but I'm originally from the Philippines. So I've been in the States for over 20 years now, 25, I think. It's been so long. But anyway, I'm a physical therapist assistant and I am a director of rehab as well. So it's a
Ooh,
busy life, and I'm also a digital business owner.
wow.
Yeah, so I'm married. I don't have kids, but I do have fur kids, so they are just like kids. They're a handful. I have three chihuahuas, so but yeah, it's a full life. It's a full schedule.
Awesome, sis. You know, I like how you said that your life is full and it sounds like not it sounds like you are in the healthcare, which I align with that. You are a people's person, definitely, because you are online business owner and you work in a rehab. I know
Yes.
that is selfless of its own because I've been there, I've worked in that type of area. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Crystal. I'm a mom to four amazing kids. I'm a wife, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, and I'm a proud, happily digital business owner and a mentor in our global business community. I would say global because, as you can see, Sister May, we come from different nationalities, different walks of life. We're all over. Okay. My business colleagues are all over the world, whether it's Malaysia, whether it's Cameroon, whether it's Japan or Jamaica. We are all over. Okay. And so we are thriving together. We are growing together. We're learning together, but we are in business for ourselves as individuals. So that is what makes this business so unique. Um, let's get this bar rolling. Sister Mayette, you said that you were working in a rehab. How do you, excuse me, Sister Mayette, how do you compare working in a rehab where you're serving people? Do you see any correlation with this, with your online business a little bit? Do you see any correlation?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's like, you're still kind of like working with people, but the difference is, yeah, so with my rehab job, I have to go to my building. I have to go to to the facility, and I work at a skilled nursing facility, long-term care rehab. You have to go there. You have to like get up early in the morning, go there, drive about 40, 45 minutes and get there, and you spend 8 hours or more there and then drive home. So basically like at least 12 hours of your day you're away from home. And it's a busy day, but doing the online business, you can do it from anywhere. The best thing about having an online business is no matter where you are, you can do it, even if you just have your cell phone with you. Um, a big example of that is I have been sick since the new year, and so this is just staying at home. I'm able to do this. I'm not stuck at all. Like, oh my gosh, I can't go to work. What am I gonna do? But even when I was in bed on New Year's Day and in bed on Friday, I was still able to like catch up and do my stuff online. So it's that's what's I think the big difference is I can do this anywhere I go.
the flexibility is everything. So I'm gonna dig a little deeper, Sister May. Given what you said, and I've also worked in that type of environment, long-term care,
Mm-hmm.
with the clients, serving people, family members, all of that. Um, what made you even want to go into this journey and venture off and start in your own online business?
I've been a caregiver for a long time. I was caring for my mom for probably over 4 years, almost 5 years, when she started, feeling ill and, having some health issues. So I was her primary caregiver, and at the same time, I was also working my full time job. And I was like, well, knowing our loved ones, we want to spend as much time as we want with them. And it was really hard to juggle, like being her full-time caregiver and having to go to work and being away from her for 8 hours. And my brain, when I was at work, was like always, I was like, oh, how is she doing? I have to call her every couple of hours to make sure she's fine at home. So that's why I got into this business. That was my original plan, was like, oh, I want to stay home with her, you know. So that's how I got into this business. And I was looking online. There were so many, like, like when you're online, a lot of things pop up. And what really got me is this, like there was a nurse that was saying, like, yeah, she was working as a nurse, and kind of a similar situation where, like, she wanted to be home for family. And I was like, oh, I think I can do that. So I clicked on that ad, and here I am.
Sister May, I have a lot of things in common with you. The more you're talking and I'm getting to know you along with everybody on our social media platforms, our social media family, I have so many things that I resonate and align with you. And I'm sure many others who are watching this or who will catch the replay, they can
Yeah.
understand where you're coming from. I know what that pain feels like when you're forced to be somewhere for 8 to 12 hours. Sometimes it might even go a little longer. Okay.
Yeah.
And you have a loved one, especially your mom, that
Yes.
needs your attention, that needs your support, but you have
Yes.
to go take care of other people. And then
Yeah.
even when you get home, you still have to give that love, that nurturing, that attention to your mom and your husband. But the energy is different. The quality might not be the same because you've given it all to your clients or your residents that you serve at the facility. So I know what
Yes.
that feels like, where you want more so you could be there for the people that matter to you the most. I
Right.
understand and resonate
Yes.
completely. Now let me ask you, did you have any apprehension or fears when you saw that ad that spoke to you initially?
Oh, totally. Yeah, I'm always skeptical about things, like especially when I'm not familiar with things like that. So I was like, okay, well, I will try it. I will like go to that the initial webinar. So I'll like so I was on there. I'm like, okay. So we'll see. And then I like just kept going, and then like just being in that community, I was added to like the whole Facebook group and being in that community. And came to find out, I actually know a couple people from my hometown that were on this business. And I'm like, okay, now I feel comfortable.
Nice, nice,
Yes. So
nice,
it's
nice.
a small world. Like, okay, I know that person. And I'm like, wait, I know this other person.
That's
So
right.
that,
That's right.
and I
That's
had
right.
no clue that they were in this business too. So it was great to see.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this now. What was some of your challenges that you would like to share for someone who's on the other side, that they're on the fence, they're curious, but they're skeptical and leery like any human being. And you mentioned earlier that there's a high volume of so many things on social media, but you don't even know which one
Yes.
is real, which one is
Right.
authentic. It's hard to decipher. So what were some of your challenges and how did you overcome them?
Well, one of the biggest thing was the fear. The fear of like, am I really doing this? Like, is this really legit? Like if I get into it, am I gonna get like scammed, or am I doing the right thing? And another fear was, what will people think? I was like, oh my gosh, like a lot, like I've had a couple of people like, oh, don't worry, don't do that, like, that it might be a scam, like, don't do that. And I was like, and then after a while I'm like, you know what, this is my life. and and if I don't do this, if I don't take a step, and then you'll have a lot of what ifs, like, well, like,
Yeah.
the way we learn things, the way we grow in life is we need to try things. And then
Yes.
if it doesn't work, you learn from it, and then you try to
Absolutely.
improve upon it, you know
Absolutely.
and then if you try it, and then if that's great, then amazing. So that's how, like, you know
Absolutely.
what, this is my life,
Absolutely.
I pay my own bills, I run my household, so I am gonna do this. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
I love how you said it that you're just pretty much blocking the noise. They're not the ones paying your bills.
Right.
You can't ask them for anything. And even if you
Yeah.
could, how much can they give you when they themselves are living paycheck to paycheck, hand to mouth? They
Right.
don't even have it themselves. And let me ask you, when you heard some naysayers saying possibly is a scam, I'm sure you've ran into that.
Yeah.
How did you address that? What did you say when people would tell you that, or someone
I
would tell you
said, like, yeah, yeah, I have a couple friends like, oh, that's a scam, and I'm like, well, you know what, I will try this. And of all people, me, like, I'm against all those, like, dishonest, like, dishonest, like, scams, and like, dishonest business and stuff like that. Like, me personally, I'm a good person. Like, why would I get into that if I feel like it's not the right thing? So I'm like, I was just like letting them know that I'm doing this, and I'm still here, and
that's
it's
right.
still going.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Let
Yeah.
me ask you, who was your biggest critiques? Was it people, was it friends, or was it family? Who were the most who were your naysayers the most? And how did you
I think
overcome
it was
that?
more friends. I think it was more friends. Like, my husband's supportive. Like, at first he was kind of like, are you sure what you're doing? At first I didn't even tell him what I did. And then, but because I just wanted to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. But then after a while I told him. So he was like actually a good supporter. And, my immediate family's fine with it, but yeah, I think it's like just a couple friends that are like, oh, don't do that, don't, it's like, you just never know, and I was like,
Yeah.
well, this is my life, I want to feel comfortable, like, I don't want to work until I'm 90 years old, I just want, like,
Mhm.
something as a fallback. Like, especially it happened during COVID time. COVID was so, it was like affecting everybody, that you didn't know what was going to happen in the future, so I just wanted, like, something as a security after, if for some reason I lose my job, like, at least I have something to fall back on.
Sister May, that you just gave me goosebumps with a lot of your responses. And there's no right or wrong answer because it's all personalized and individualized. But
Yes.
a
Yeah.
lot of them I can resonate with. You just brought up COVID. I remember as a nurse, and I work with physical therapists. They're like their family, PTOT, speech, all of
Yes.
the whole bang. I'm
Yeah.
so familiar with it. And when I say you all are so selfless, um, that COVID hit different because I know we healthcare providers, we saw a lot of trauma, death. It was just so much unknown, so much uncertainty. And that was when the light went off too for me, that yes, something had to give. And it was
Right.
so scary, that time of uncertainty. So I say this to say that to us immigrants, especially that we've come thousands of miles away, we left our loved ones, and we've normalized. We have normalized, Sis May, the working the long hours, working from
Yeah.
December to November, doing the overtime, multiple jobs. How would you tell somebody that there is another way that you can let me say, not only secure your future, not only build early retirement, while building a legacy. But what would you tell them, not to convince, because we're not here to convince, but what would
Right,
you
right.
tell them, or how would you educate them as far as let them know that they have options, and you can explore your options, and there is a way that you can get the get the finances without being physically present. How would you educate them, sis?
Yeah. Yeah. There is like with like it's very common in healthcare, like all the healthcare workers, we feel the burnout, like long hours, or you get there and then you're overwhelmed with like there's so many patients and then you're short staffed and all that,
Yes,
it's normal to feel the
yes,
burnout. um but when you feel that way, when you feel like every day you go to work, I'm like, oh, I gotta go to work again, I gotta do this all over again, don't feel stuck. You have options. It doesn't mean that you have to quit your job. I'm still working as a PT assistant. I'm a rehab director. It's a busy life, but I love my job. I love what I do. I love working in healthcare. I love working with my patients. So it doesn't mean that you have to quit your job, but just to let you guys know that there is an option, that you don't feel like you're going to be stuck in that situation for so long.
yes,
It's I knew, like, being in this business, I've met a few people that are also in healthcare that, they're still doing their job, but they have options now. They can now spend a little bit more time with family without having to worry about, oh my gosh, do I have enough PTO to take time off? It's like, even if you don't
yes,
have PTO, you can still take time off because you have this extra stream of income to support
yes,
you and your family. So, but yeah, it's I think that's what's amazing about our online business is the flexibility of it.
yes, absolutely, sis, man, absolutely. um what I realized, yes, I got into it for the money and the change, but I realized that it aligns so much with my calling, which was to impact and serve. And that's what this business gives me, that capability to serve, not just um within my proximity and locality, but globally. And that is where I
Yes,
feel so fulfilled, having the ability and capacity to not just only inspire and empower and encourage, but to be part of people's success and be able
right.
to, put a smile on someone's face, give them
Yeah.
hope, show them that there is a way, there's possibilities, there's options. You don't have to work to your, retirement. That is so fulfilling. Seeing them,
Yes.
get to the other side that they never thought that they could ever have. Because let's face it, we love our careers, but our careers and our jobs will never give us early retirement. It will, a lot of us are facing burnout, exhaustion, overwhelmed. But there's something about giving back. There's something
Yes.
about it. And this business has given it all. It checked all the boxes. And so before we draw this curtain, sis man, I want you to tell people who are on the fence, if they wanted to take action today, this beautiful Sunday, what will be their first step on what to do?
Okay. Yeah. So the first step is to get on the website and, put your name and your email address, and we will contact. So whether it's be on my website and you can see it on there, or Crystal's website. Yeah. So either one. And then we will get you taken care of. Just put your name and address so we can send you an email on the next steps to do. So,
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
yeah.
And I will encourage you, the viewers who are watching and who catch the replay, my brothers and sisters, definitely every Tuesday, Thursday, we have live webinars that I encourage people to come and attend. That complimentary webinar, my brothers and sisters, you can use that as a platform to interact, engage, ask the necessary questions, right? Definitely we want you to do that, so that it can give you a preview or an insight about the business. The complimentary webinar will not give you everything, but at least you'll be able to see some testimonies and possibilities of what the business can do. I know people stray away from this, but I'm going to be very bold and audacious to say that yes, if you are interested, if it's something that it looks like you want to learn more, after watching a complimentary webinar, I will encourage you reach out to Sis May or to myself, and you can get the full blueprints of this business by paying 149 US dollars. That is refundable within 30 days, my brothers and sisters. It's refundable. Sis May, before I draw this curtain, I want to get you plugged into this. Can you give a little rationale why there's $149 access fee for the blueprint of our company?
Yeah, so the $149 is basically to get you in. It's kind of like it's like paying for like a franchise in a box basically. So that's where you can get your everything about the business. You learn everything about the business. You will get your own website. You have your own training site that you can do at your own pace, which is amazing. Like you don't there's no deadline. So there's no deadline on how long you have to do your training or anything. It's just basically at your own pace. And the training site is updated every so often with like newer things, because we're always that's how we always stay plugged in, because there's always new things that come up to help strategize your business. And also you get mentorship. You get a coach, to help you get your business going. So
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And this 149 will definitely teach you the different ways to start your business if it's something that you choose to. Okay. So, first and foremost, I want to thank you, Sis May, for taking this
yes.
beautiful Sunday. I am humbly honored to connecting with you, using your voice on our platform today to speak to others that can resonate and provide that education, provide that value that there is a way that you can definitely create extra streams of income in the comfort of your home or any location that you choose to. There's a way, and we're happy to serve and guide you through the process by being your mentor if it's something that you decide to explore. So thank you, sis. I
No.
thank you for that. And for the viewers who are watching or who will catch this replay, thank you all for participating and engaging. And we will see you again next weekend on a Sunday, same time, same place, and of course during the week. God bless you all and Happy New Year's once again. Bye,
Bye. Thank
everybody.
you.